Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is A Course in Miracles 365, Awakening to Love. I'm Reverend Tomás Garza, and well, here we are at the end of the supplement known as the Song of Prayer. The Holiness of Healing is the title for today's conversation. It's the very last segment here in this supplement. So, a quick recap, and then we'll talk about the urgency of practice. Yeah, I had no idea I was going to talk about that until just now. So I'll explain in a moment. But what we've seen here in the Song of Prayer is a section devoted to prayer itself, then a section devoted to forgiveness. And here we are wrapping up the section on healing. As you may know, and if you're just tuning in, I invite you to go back and look at the last 7 or 8 videos here where we've been going through the Song of Prayer one item at a time, one italicized section at a time. There's a lot to say about each and every one because this course is completely holographic. Every single segment, every section, in fact, every sentence, if you want to break it down into that, do it, right? Every sentence contains the whole of this entire thought system. So if you study and practice it and really do it, that does mean that you can't go wrong. How about that? Doesn't mean you're not going to have down days and moments, because all of the ego's crap is going to come up for you to look at and forgive. Consider that an opportunity when you are on the path and suddenly you're confronted with a fit of rage. Isn't that one way to look at it? So rather than put your fists up and punch someone out, literally or figuratively, or in your own mind, even, we forgive. The way the Holy Spirit teaches us to do it. So, what about the urgency of practice then? Well, we're invited in this very beautifully written segment called The Holiness of Healing to live no more in fear. Live no more in darkness, in terror, in fear. There's absolutely no reason for us to continue to do this. You're sick of this. That's why you practice spirituality. Why else would you be drawn to this? Why else would you be drawn to a completely uncompromising thought system that says, this is what is, this is what you do to get back to what is in your own mind? And in fact, we've never left it. Here's what you do. This is the way it works. You're attracted to this material. You'll notice that even though I refer in these videos to a number of other world spiritual and religious traditions, many of which I've studied and practiced in this lifetime, including Christianity, Buddhism, shamanism, among others, what I'm talking about here is A Course in Miracles. So if and when you decide to commit to practicing this, my hope for you is that you develop an urgency of practice. Be kind to yourself, because we'll forget, each and every one of us will forget to forgive a situation along the way, because we all have days that suck. Do we not? I mean, really, some days are better than others. That's why in so many spiritual traditions, we're instructed to be kind to ourselves. I mean, in fact, if you are familiar with Don Miguel Ruiz and the Four Agreements, one of the four agreements is do your best, right? With the understanding that some days are better than others, that some days you're not going to be at your best because you're sick or you're bombarded with lots of material for forgiveness and it doesn't feel good. Yeah, here you are. And we're looking at healing, true healing, the holiness of healing, true forgiveness, then prayer, then on that, true forgiveness brings true healing. And the holiness comes from you as the healer once you get yourself out of the way. There's nothing special about you. Ooh, I know. Looking for something else. There's nothing special about me either. Take comfort, right? This is an image on your screen. It looks like a 50, soon to be 51-year-old man with gray hair. And I've managed to actually retain some of this hair into middle age, and some of it is still black, which was the original color. So, what you're looking at is an image on your screen. I'm sharing the Holy Spirit with you. The Holy Spirit needs your voice, your actions, your thoughts, just as well as he needs mine. He needs all of ours. I'm sharing the voice for God with you. There is nothing special about me. There's nothing high or mighty about me. I am an image on your screen. If it helps to think of it that way, please think of it that way. There's nothing that I don't have. Sense of calm, sense of chill. People come up to me all the time and say, dude, how can you possibly be so chill? I don't know. I mean, I've had a meditation practice since the 1980s. I think that has helped. However, understand that when you see me, when you listen to someone like me or a different spiritual teacher, it doesn't make any difference what the tradition is that they're talking about, does it? I mean, it makes no difference at all. It doesn't matter. They could be talking about something completely different than A Course in Miracles, but all spirituality converges. All roads lead to God in the end. Every door, and there are many doors, opens onto the path, and we end up where we've never left. Ideas leave not their source. We're all headed there, even if you delay this entire lifetime and then some. So take heart in that. This section's designed for you to take heart. There's nothing special about me. And when we give up this sense of specialness, this sense of, well, I'm at this level, you're not. So I'm going to heal you. No, no, I am not healing anyone. The Holy Spirit heals. I'm not a prophet. There's nothing special about me. There's nothing that I have done or nothing that I do currently that you cannot also do. You can. And what's even more exciting than that is you will. Mm, yeah. Ooh, thunder. I wonder if the mic picks that up. We're actually having a thunderstorm here in Arizona. So, as if for effect, you will wake up. You can say that I'm completely full of it. I don't care. I really don't. We have the free will. You have the free will to delay this as long as you want. And we all know people, some people in our own families are hell bent on delaying their own awakening indefinitely. And many people that we know, some of them personally, will not even start the process of waking up in this lifetime. They're not ready for it. But you are. Really, isn't that exciting? You are. This is why I always thank you for your willingness and your commitment to spiritual practice, because, man, that's what the world freaking needs, right? It needs people to say, okay, enough. I'm going to think differently. I'm going to practice forgiveness. I'm going to do things differently. I'm going to live my life differently, and I'm going to shine some light in this dark ass world, right? This is very good. It's very powerful and it's loving. This is what I appreciate is your commitment to practice much more than any subscription, much more than any view or like or comment or anything like that, right? I simply show up and share the Holy Spirit with people. That is the purpose of this video series. And people asked me to begin teaching on A Course in Miracles. So this is what I share with you. In my experience, there's one way to view this course. God is, period. And it's very helpful indeed to consider and reconsider the thought that ideas leave not their source. You've never left your source. And here in this last section of the Song of Prayer, Jesus capitalizes that. Really, ideas leave not their source. You are the thought of God. I am the thought of God. We are the thought of God that's never left its source, ever. You know what that means. You know what that means. You know deep down what that means. So, this is an invitation to you to practice. And by the way, when I'm talking about practice, there's absolutely no substitute for reading this material. This is beautiful. This section, The Holiness of Healing, is very beautifully written and it's inspiring. So I invite you to sink into it, read it more than once if you want to. My hope is that you come away inspired to forgive, inspired to practice. That's always my hope. And to the extent that you are, that's awesome. Keep it up, please. I'm here to help, by the way. So, with that, let's wrap this up. I'm always here to help, and I appreciate all of the comments. And reach out to me. Feel welcome to comment here on YouTube, and also email is a good way to reach me. If you have particular questions, I'm here to serve as a help for you, as a guide. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here to share the voice for God with you. I know you're listening. So, along the path, we have many questions, and I'm here to help you with those. So, this button, subscribe. The little red arrow is a subscription button. If you like the content and you're responding to the Holy Spirit in a positive way, you know what to do. With that, here's where we're going to go. This wraps up the Song of Prayer. We've wrapped up both of the supplements, the psychotherapy supplement and the Song of Prayer. And we've also done the entire workbook, the manual for teachers, and the clarification of terms. That's where I chose to start this video series, was with the workbook. So that leaves the text. That's where we're going next. All of it, every section, at least one video. So never fear, there will be plenty more to come. And why shouldn't there be? All right, guys, thanks so much. We'll talk to you soon.